no offense.
The book was great.
The book and the movie. I'm sorry. I saw the movie. I didn't read the book, but let me tell you something. He took all the great ideas that came out in the 80s and he put it all into one story in a book. What the hell did he really come up with?
Well, no, it's more about like
nothing. I saw the movie.
The book is way better because
nothing.
It's more at it like if I was to be that kid, it's like you're seeing it. It's like you get to play with all the toys you grew up loving. Like that's the thing that kids like, and it's true because if you created a virtual reality where you could be any avatar you want, you see it in games now. Everyone's Deadpool or something else. So like that's how people would be. They would be doing the things they loved. And like for us, you're saying you wouldn't be RoboCop if you couldn't.
No. Well, all I'm saying is the guy didn't come up with anything original in his story. He literally picked everything that was successful in the 80s and he made it into something in a book and then it got bought up. Can you imagine the rights that it would take? And I heard Disney was like, no, they wanted TIE fighters in it and stuff. And Disney was like, nah,
right.
We don't know. We're not playing that game. Because that's really what the guy did. Like, I understand it's got a special place in your heart, that movie. And I like it too.
Millions of people.
I like the DeLorean car. I like the little, it's had the Knight Rider thing on the front. I get it. I get the RoboCop. I get all this stuff.
Right.
But it was the most unoriginal shit I've ever watched in my life. Only because it literally stole from everything that was good in the first place. Same, you know how I feel about Stranger Things. Same thing. They just emulate everything that we love. The Goonies, Star Wars, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, ripping it off shot by shot. They ripped off shot for shot a scene from Back to the Future where the kid gets up and he's putting on his pants and he falls over. You put him next to the when Marty McFly is getting up and trying to put his pants on and falls. It's shot for shot. That is not paying homage. That is stealing.
I agree.
And that's
with you.
how I've always felt, and that's how I feel about Ready Player One. I've always felt that way.
That
changed my mind.
You need to read the book because it's totally not like that. But the thing, and I will agree with you about Stranger Things, especially the last season. Like they're straight up ripping off scenes, like the Shining moment with the toys.
Yeah,
and then
Close Encounters with the toys on the ground.
Cheesy ass Terminator Russian guy that they brought in, which was
and
really
I get
dumb.
that it's because it's the 80s. They're trying to emulate. It's the same thing. It's like Ready Player One. You're taking everything in the 80s and you're throwing it into one movie.
They're copying that. This pretty much says these things existed and I love them. And so like, because this was a great thing, and I will say this was a cool part of the movie was anybody, like as a kid, I always wanted to see the DeLorean, the flying DeLorean from Back to the Future doing cool shit. And if I could drive a flying DeLorean like that guy did, that is like nerd fantasy, like crazy.
I love that the 66 Batmobile was in there and they didn't have enough of it. Right?
No, so
Mechagodzilla was great.
Right. So you look at it like that. They're not copying 80s movies. They're literally taking elements from 80s movies to create new stories, which is like if you could take all these cool things from the movies you love and then make something fun out of it, that's what's awesome about it. That's what was great about the book. And so where the thing is, like Spielberg, for me, where he missed was it just got so vanillified to the point where it took the really cool aspects of the book and just watered it down so much to turn it into that movie that is sort of like too much like like a Spielberg movie. And again, it's like that shouldn't be done by Spielberg because Spielberg would never be a fan of himself. And that's the point of those movies, or that book was, it's a fan of those movies. So it's like two different things. Like Stranger Things is a fan of those movies, but they're trying to copy them and rip them off in a way, put it like for shot kind of stuff.
They call it paying homage. Some people like me call it straight out stealing. Like, Chief Brody from Jaws, the truck, Hopper's truck.
I agree with that.
The Hopper's outfit as sheriff is same as Chief Brody's. His deputies same as the deputies in Jaws. Like it is to the point where it is ridiculously ripped off. Like not paying homage is in a scene in the sheriff's office having a mug in the background that says Amity, and that's it. That's a paying homage. Not stealing the car, stealing the outfit, stealing the costumes. That's not paying homage.